Collective, how are you guys today? Evie, Pooh, and I are doing good. Thank you all for being here and for spending time with us. We love you and appreciate you so much, Collective. So let's tap in and let's get a message for today and see what's in the energy for you guys. Alright, Spirit, what do we need to know? Okay. Being drawn here. Let's pull from here. What's in the energy for Spirit? Okay, we've got sex addiction as a side hustle. Drinking with a toxic lifestyle. You could have rejected someone that's in this energy here. Okay. Don't want this toxicity around. Yeah, you're running from this person. Someone could have run away from you that was acting in this energy. Okay. They're blocked. You don't want anything to do with them. Because you're focusing on your self-love. This person's fucked up over you. They miss you. Goodness. They could have run and left you hanging with no closure. Okay. There's no contact here. They're blocked. And you moved on, you let go, you're loving you with self-love, you're loving yourself, and you're free from this person. They stabbed you in the back, they could have cheated, very deceptive, love bombing, playing mind games. It was a lot of pain. Looks like somebody's heading for the police station here. And they're not happy about going to the police station. Yeah, who the hell would be happy about going to jail? Okay, so you moved on from the sex addict here. They were being deceptive about side hustle here. Their toxic lifestyle is going to get them possibly arrested. They're not happy because you're rejecting them. This person, you ran away from this person. They're having a karma coming in. There's going to be a firestorm. They could end up having a mental breakdown. This was someone that was a karmic tie, and they're blocked from your energy. You blocked them from your phone. Clarify the self-love. They're probably mad because you're loving yourself. Yeah, your true colors are self-love. And this person that's fucked up over you is upset because they've been reckless with their sex and their love. I miss you with sweet talk, with this love bombing here. Could try and circle back around. We are dealing with a Mercury retrograde cycle right now. So someone from the past could try and circle back in. Okay. Clarify this left you hanging here. Yeah, you're closing this cycle. They left you hanging. They left you with no closure. You had to find your own closure from Spirit to heal yourself. And that's the best way to obtain closure, because that'll be true closure. You're never going to get some closure from someone who is abusive and narcissistic. It's just not going to happen. On the bottom of the deck, we've got illumination. The truth. You awakened to this person's reckless energy. There could be some kind of a discovery in a legal situation here, okay? Oh goodness, Evie just went down the steps and she's going after the cat. Hold on, Collective. Hold on. These girls, goodness. Okay. It's a slow process with the dog and the cat. Goodness. All right. Silly girls. Silly girls. Oh my goodness. Okay. Clarify the sex addiction that you moved on from. You let go of this person. You're loving yourself and you're free from a sex addict here. We've got a high priest here, so this person could be doing some energy work here. Well, you're protected. Protection is popping out. So you're protecting yourself from this person's energy. They could be in like a dark high priest, high priestess energy. Someone that could have been messing with you. Could have been using their addiction here as a way to energy harvest. Clarify this side hustle. They end up with this backstabber here. We've got a mature man that's created destruction, or there's no gender in tarot. I'm just reading the energy. Okay, so flip that roll how it resonates. Someone has stabbed you in the back. They were very deceptive. Clarify this toxic lifestyle with drinking in the police station. We've got a community of people here, so something can happen when this person's out in public, out in the community. Clarify the police station. Pathway is blocked. Pathway in reverse. Rejected this person. Okay. They could try and send you a message. You've got them blocked. Like they're not going to be able to communicate with you. They're not happy because karma's hitting. This Ice King is running. Trying to run away from... I'm just hearing from accountability. Okay. This firestorm here with all this drama and karma. There's major endings going on. They're having a loss. They could have a mental breakdown because of these endings that are coming in here. Divine feminine, divine masculine. You have this person blocked in your phone. They have no way to contact you and they're blocked from your energy. Karmic ties. They could be using divination here. This dark high priest or high priestess. Clarifying self-love. The true colors here. So, self-love, you got this entity out of your energy. They were trying to attach an entity to you. And you could have been surprised whenever this person's true colors started showing. They're surprised at how amazing that you truly are. They're fucked up over you. They're all in their thoughts and they're fucked up over you. Reckless love and sex with this death magic here, trying to create massive endings, harvesting energy. Clarifying, I miss you. We've got animosity, so they're pissed off because they're missing you. They can't sweet talk you. This person is obsessed with you, okay? And they left a star seed, earth angel, divine being here. They left you on red with no closure. And you had to close this cycle with this karmic femme or karmic masculine here. They could have walked out and abandoned you because they ran. Yeah, they abandoned you for a third-party situation here. Okay. Truth came out. Things were illuminated. Now this person looks like they could either be getting arrested for their toxic lifestyle. Drinking could be significant. Could get a DUI. They could do something out in public in the community. They've been trying to block your pathway. Their karma is that their pathway is getting ready to be blocked here. What do we need from here? We've got unfriendly. Popping up off the back. Yeah, secret. So they're unfriendly. I have a hostile attitude here. And you're protecting yourself from this person. There is something huge I'm dying to share with you, a secret here about a side hustle that's been going on that's very destructive. Clarifying this police station here with this toxic lifestyle with drinking, partying. Their pathway's blocked. Something's going to happen. I think we should take a trip. Well, they're going to end up in the police station. Somebody's getting ready to get arrested. They're going to have a legal situation here. Out while they're traveling around. I'm just feeling DUI, DWI here. Why are they not happy that you're rejecting them? They're not happy that you don't want to message them. They're not happy that they've got karma coming in. Goodbye. You said goodbye to someone that you could have loved at one point. Okay, you were very friendly to this person. This person was unfriendly and hostile. They were keeping secrets. They were very deceptive. They were love bombing you, cheating, playing mind games, had a side hustle with their sex addiction, side hustle with drinking, drugs, toxic lifestyle, toxicities. Okay, they've got some bad addictions here. and they can't stand it because the time came to part ways, and this karma started hitting once you walked out of this person's energy, okay? Running from love, wanting to create this Ice King here. It's running from love. I love you and I only want to add happiness to your life. And you're this sweet, friendly person, divine feminine, divine masculine. Okay? And you are in a karmic soul. This was a karmic soulmate here. You could be using divination, getting readings, trying to figure out what's going on with this person. Alright? With self-love and true colors, they're surprised that you're so focused on your health that this entity's not attaching to you. I'm going to be part of your health and wellness journey. They were out here being reckless with their love and their sex, making it to where you had these loving thoughts towards them, love bombing you, being very deceptive. And then death magic here. Now they're fucked up over you because they were seeking revenge. I'm looking to damage you in retaliation for perceived wrongs. Well, they miss you. They could try and love bomb and sweet talk you. It's not going to fucking work. They're obsessed and they have animosity because they know it's not going to work. You don't want anything to do with this person. Yeah, you have empathy. You're an empath here. Could have an empath narcissist paradigm playing out here. This person could have even tried to act like, come in with an apology, acting like they have empathy towards you, and they're an imposter. I'm not who you think I am. I'm still not over what happened and would appreciate an apology. I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. And that's how you are with this person. And you started seeing through this person's bullshit here. You started seeing through all this karmic energy. And they could try and come towards you with an apology, but I'm not feeling like it's going to be genuine or sincere. Okay. They're unfriendly and hostile. And they could have made you believe that they loved you in as much of a weird, twisted way that they could, but you saw through it. And then they started seeking revenge, started cheating and being very reckless, and they're mad because you won't put up their shit. Clarify unfriendly with this hostile attitude here. We've got the Page of Wands. So they could have procrastinated. They could have taken too long to try and do something here. Out exploring their freedom. They're charismatic. They were getting real creative. They were hoping for some good news. They didn't understand. This Dark High Priest here didn't understand how protected you are. They're unstable. They're unreliable. They're lazy. They procrastinate. Okay. Yeah, and they're unfriendly. Clarify the secret. What are they dying to share with the collective here? This destructive person. Wow. About all these illusions, okay, with the Seven of Cups, fantasies and temptations and their desires. They had many options with their side hustle, with all this backstabbing and destructive force and all this cheating and deception going on, creating confusion and illusion. They're in a state of denial. It's a missed opportunity. This person's very superficial. Clarify this traveling here, where someone could be out traveling, and while they're out driving around in the community with their toxicities here, the police are going to roll up and take their ass to jail. We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. Overcoming mental hardship, trying to heal, the end of depression, letting go so that recovery can take place. This person could be overwhelmed by fear, having anxiety. They're guilty. They're full of guilt. They can't sleep, have insomnia. They're full of fear. Be trying to act like they're not scared, but they're scared. Yeah, we've got the High Priestess here. When you say goodbye, you trusted your intuition here. This karma hit. Okay. Let your intuition guide you. Your discernment was on point. You say goodbye. This karma can hit. Okay. You're just focusing on your enlightenment and your spirituality. Clarify love. This Ice King was running from love, creating endings and drama all over the place, having a mental breakdown. Yeah, they were in the Five of Wands. They're worried now, okay? There's so much conflict. They put you in a state of competition. It was just constant chaos with this person. Their arrival, there's a lot of friction, disagreements going on. Clarify friendly. And here you are, divine masculine, divine feminine. You're friendly. You were approaching this energy with nothing but kindness. You had pure, genuine feelings. Your true colors of love just keep pouring out. And this person is extremely deceptive. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. So you're investing in yourself. You're not investing in this energy anymore. You're working towards goals. You're working towards your financial gains. You're manifesting these goals. You've been working very hard and patient, okay, to overcome these karmic ties and karmic lessons. My left ear is ringing. Clarify health. Going to be a part of your health and wellness journey. They were so surprised that this entity cannot attach to you, that you're not going to allow this person to come in and be reckless with their sex and love with you. You know, with Knight of Swords, so they could have been trying to, like, even be aggressive, like, charging towards you. This person's a coward. Could have put you in a state of danger, but again, it's a missed chance. It's a missed opportunity. They failed to recognize the opportunity that was before them with this divine being here, and this cycle's closed. But it's like they're still hanging on for dear life. They don't want it to end, okay? They just don't want to let go. They're fucked up over you, so they started seeking revenge, doing death magic here, trying to affect your thoughts to, oh, they're under judgment for this, okay? And looking to damage you in retaliation for perceived wrongs with this revenge. Well, looks like God's taking revenge now. It's time for the truth to come forward. They're under judgment, okay? They're under judgment. Karma's here. They could try and come towards you as to create some kind of a resolution with your situation here, but it's not going to work. I miss you, sweet talking you. They know that you're an empath and that you'll feel, they want you to feel sorry for them, is what I just heard. Clarifying empathy. I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. And you were sweet to this person. You were empathic towards this person. And they left you out in the cold with the 5 of Pentacles. Could have left you in a state of financial hardship, spiritual hardship, dealing with poverty and financial troubles and difficulties. It's having hard times. Could be an illness, injury, a sickness, okay, some kind of a disease. So you closed the cycle on this person that left you hanging here. We've got the devil. This person was an imposter. I'm not who you think I am. Yeah, they're coming out as the damn devil. They are extremely toxic. They're obsessed. They couldn't resist their temptation. They have addictions. Sex is a serious problem. Violent, cheating, materialistic. And now here we've got the 5 of Cups. So holding on to the past. They're full of resentment. So therefore they started seeking revenge. They could have even hired a dark high priest or high priestess here to create destruction in your life, trying to destroy your pathway. Could have been trying to do things to affect you while you were traveling, creating so much confusion and illusion regarding all this. If they hired a practitioner here, they were expecting good news to come in from this person, that this entity could attach to you so that they could manipulate you and come in and do something else. They're under serious judgment for this, okay? And with you coming out in High Priestess energy, your intuition was telling you that something was off here. You were not happy with this person. You were not happy to feel rejected. No one likes to feel rejected. That's a horrible feeling. But unfortunately, at some point, we're all going to have to feel rejected about something. It's a life lesson. But this was a karmic that you had to deal with here. And you were friendly. You had good intentions. Your true colors were showing. And your true colors are self-love. This person was an imposter. And they could have been trying to mimic your energy. They can't walk in your energy. This devil toxic energy here can't walk in your energy and in your light. So if they try and come towards you after abandoning you, walking out on you with some kind of a twisted ass apology here, I don't think you're going to hear them out in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay. Because you already know how this person operates. They've done it so many times with the love bombing and all the mind games here. It's the cycle of abuse. That's how they circle back around. They'll do their shady shit, and then oh, I'm sorry, I'll do better, I won't do it again, and then it's worse the next time around. It's like testing you, challenging your boundaries to see how far they're allowed to go. And even if they're not allowed, okay, I'm doing air quotes, it's not that you're allowing it, enabling it, fear of speaking up, fear of being hurt, especially if the person's violent. We've got the apple, okay? Death, wisdom, sexuality, and joy. It's like forbidden fruit. There's death here. Goodness. They could be hostile and unfriendly because of this. Apple, that's like, think like Aphrodite, the goddess Aphrodite. Ooh, pollution with infection and death with their sexuality, a parasite. There's a parasitic STD as well. Poison. This person is like polluted, and it's a secret. This is a secret here that they've got the Seven of Cups going on with their side hustle that's been very destructive. A mature man or a mature woman that was cheating, playing mind games. They have an infection. They're poisonous. This could be a deadly infection here that's incurable. Okay. Tell me about what's going on with the police station here. Intuition. This person could have had you in a hard mental state for a while, to where things were hard. You were losing sleep because you were so stressed out over this person, because the High Priestess is the next card out, and you said goodbye. You could have even done it in a text message, okay, that you're not happy, this is not working, you don't want to be with this person, okay, that you're just going to work on yourself, you don't want anything else to do with this person. This person has got really bad, they run away, they use these addictions to help them run away from things as well. And they're worried about the addiction with the Five of Wands here. They're running. They're obsessed. They have toxic attachments, drugs, and alcohol. Running away from this person with the Seven of Pentacles. You invested in this person. You had to get away. You gave up. They need to keep away from you. Like, just get away from you. You don't want anything to do with these karmic ties anymore. They're completely blocked. You want them out of your energy. Getting readings, watching readings online to find out what's going on with this energy. Yeah, you had to let go so that you could love yourself. Divine intervention came in and you let go. This person could have been very reckless with this Knight of Swords energy here. You gave up. You released and surrendered this energy you called judgment. Anything that they were doing with this death magic, with revenge, trying to create major endings in every aspect and avenue in your life, trying to do everything possible to block your pathway, even trying to affect your intuition, trying to make it to where you can't sleep. But the Nine of Swords came out in reverse. You're overcoming this energy. This person, like, you were a catalyst for this person's soul growth, and could have triggered a spiritual awakening in this person, whether they realize it or not. They could be going into the dark night of the soul. This person could have put you into a dark night, and where you had to overcome and heal from this trauma, from this drama, from this karma, because the divine intervention is here with judgment. For whatever revenge that they were seeking against you, judgment is literally here with divine intervention. Okay, it's like a miracle is getting ready to unfold. Your dreams come true. You get what you want. You're a beautiful empath here, and this person has so much animosity towards you. They're obsessed with you, and they left you out in the cold, and it was hard for you to recover from this energy. Okay, you could be getting a message from this devil here, who's an imposter, who's a karmic. You close the cycle. There's no contact here. They're blocked. They can't contact you. They don't like this rejection. They're not happy because they're rejected. They could have reached out trying to work something out with you. You could have even worked with this person. You say goodbye. You don't want anything to do with them, okay? But they could be trying to message you here and create some kind of toxic cycle all over again, so just beware. I already know my collective. You're going to say they get to fuck off, okay? So on the bottom of the deck, we've got roll the dice. Taking a chance, taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, all right? Okay. Problem solved. And then we couldn't find Edie. She was in the garage. We didn't know that she had followed Mike into the garage. Opened the door and I'm like, where is Edie Pooh? We couldn't find her. She's never really even been in the garage, so it's kind of funny. That just happened. Okay, I want to see what this Dark High Priest was paid to do here. For this sex addict coming towards, or it could be just this person is a sex addict and the Dark High Priest or High Priestess here. But they were expecting good news here. Using magic symbols, sigils, runes, used to influence you, negatively using it against you, writing symbols on your name and your business. So trying to come after you. They're very unfriendly. They're nasty energy. Pollution with words or spells. Every time they speak, it's like poison coming out of their mouth. The power of the tongue. Cursing yourself with your own tongue, so be careful what you're speaking over yourself. Speak loving energy over yourself, okay? Tricking you into reading something out loud. Watch what you say. This person is like toxic pollution. Tell me what this Dark High Priest is up to. With this death magic and these entities. They've got so much animosity. They were obsessed with coming after you. They were obsessed with leaving you in like ultimate ruin. Mirror magic. So, yeah. A co-worker, hater, and surveillance issue. So this could have been someone that you worked with, because the next card out is work. We're clarifying intuition right now. So using mirror magic. Just be sure that you're sealing and closing off your mirrors, because they are portals. Scrying for answers. Hexing the mirrors in your house. They could have done that with death spells to try and create endings in your life. Spying on you through a mirror. Sending energy through your mirror like a portal. Okay? And your intuition could have been telling you that this person was doing this to you. Surveillancing you. Okay? So, this co-worker hater here. Ratting you out. Fucking up your work. Setting you up to get fired. Causing you to fail at your duties. So, they're trying to destroy your name, your business, what you do for work, how you make your money. They want you in the Five of Pentacles. They want you in poverty. They want you poor. They want you struggling. They want you sick. They want you feeling totally defeated. But you've got a miracle here on this Five of Pentacles, and your dreams are going to come true, and you're going to get what you want. They're surveillancing you. Okay, clarifying this addiction card here. So while they're out traveling around, possibly in your community, trying to see what the hell you're up to, they could get pulled over by the cops and end up getting arrested because they're intoxicated. All right. Broken, stolen camera, wanting to catch you on camera, secretly recording you, catching paranormal activity on camera. They could have put some kind of tracker on your car. They could have put cameras in your home. They could be watching you, just driving around, surveillancing you, driving by your house to see what's going on. Okay. Excessive vices. Yep. Overstimulating, drinking and smoking excessively, mixing drugs with alcohol, unhealthy cravings all the time. And you ran away from this person. You didn't want anything to do with this person's toxic lifestyle. They may have just partied all the time and you just couldn't handle being around them. Okay. This was a karmic tie. And you were good to this person. You were friendly until you just couldn't take it anymore. And then you had to bounce. Scripting magic. You let go of this entity that was trying to come after you. You could have been surprised that this person was operating in this energy because, of course, at first with all the love bombing and the deception, and all the mind games that are being played with the gaslighting. You don't realize what a destructive entity and force that this is, and this person is just like total destructive pollution everywhere they go, and they very possibly could have contracted an infection that will lead to their death. Scripting manifestation, creative and intentional writing out your desires using ink, blood, paint, etc. So you let go, you surrendered, you gave this up to spirit, you released it so that judgment could come in with divine intervention. You called judgment, trying to affect your thoughts. They want you sleepy, they want you lazy, they want, with this reckless love and sex, they're fucked up over you. They're seeking revenge. They're doing sleep spells. They want you just knocked out, keeping you lazy and tired all day so that you're not productive, so that you're not working, so you're not making money. They're fucking with your energy to where it makes it to where you're unable to get shit done, okay? Clarifying this miracle here. We've got a game of chess, watching your every move. So they're definitely surveillancing you, this Ice King or Ice Queen here, trying to put endings in your life with the Five of Wands and their addiction with this firestorm. Wants to be better than you at all costs, trying to knock you off your game, hates that you always win no matter what, because you've got miracles, because you're in alignment, you're loving yourself, and this person didn't realize that they were playing a game of chess with you, okay? Telling about this devil here who's this karmic femme, karmic masculine. They're an imposter. They left you hanging with no closure. You have no contact. They left you on red, starseed, earth angel, divine being. Close this cycle, trying to send you a message. We've got pedestal juju. You are them, thinking and looking highly of, placing them or you above all. Worship, magnify, and glorify. This person could have wanted you to like put them on a pedestal. That ain't happening. That's very narcissistic. Clarify this abandonment up here. Where they rolling the dice and taking a risk. They took a chance. They took a leap of faith to possibly, wow, undetected spell work and pick-me spells. They didn't want you to know behind the scenes that they were trying to manipulate you into loving them, being sexually reckless with them. They're fucked up over you. There's all these thoughts. So since you don't want them anymore, they went after you. They were seeking revenge, doing death magic. You're protected from this energy, okay? You could have felt some of it, you know, but it was nowhere near to the extent of what they were wanting you to feel. And this person stuck in the past, they're full of resentment, wants to be chosen. Another woman is casting spells on your person to choose them over you. Obsessively desires male approval and validation with this pick-me spells here. Who's doing it with this undetected spell work? You won't think or know it's them. Hidden and unexposed, and to where you're looking past them. We've got earth elements, so you could be dealing with an earth sign. You could be an earth sign using earth magic. An earth sign is doing juju, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, messing with your root chakra, which would be this Five of Pentacles here. Okay. We've got car spell work. Constant car issues, leaving things in your car, want your driver's license suspended, getting pulled over, tickets, driving under the influence, and reckless driving, etc. Social media Karen, we've got the platform police. They hate you. Reports all your shit if you've got a platform. Hating on all your content, wants to cancel you out so bad. Could have a fake homegirl, which could be this co-worker hater. A sneaky snake, secretly doesn't want you to succeed, giving you the evil eye and talking shit behind your back. Okay. Using magical symbols here so that you would pick them. And undetected spell work with these words or spells. Mirror magic with an earth element. Co-worker hater could have done something to your car. Okay, they could have messed with your car. Surveillance juju with the social media Karen. So they're monitoring you online. They're seeing what you're doing. Excessive vices with this fake homegirl here. Clarify the scripting magic spirit. And you can write out what you want to. Scripting magic with contact me spells. Wow, and they could have put you in a jar doing jar spells here. Call, text, and email. Want you to reach out first. This entity here, they're surprised that you want anything to do with them. A sudden urge to want to contact them. But dial, call, and hang up games are going on here possibly for some of you. Clarifying the sleep spells here. They want you knocked out so you're lazy. Putting you in a jar. Frozen or dry. Putting your name and photo in a jar, trying to stop you. Using herbs, pee, shit, and blood in this jar. Okay, with this death, this is where the death magic is here too. Seeking revenge. Well, divine intervention is here with judgment. I'm just saying. Like, they need to just freaking stop. God. We've got poltergeist juju with this game of chess here. They're watching your every move. Haunting your space. Could be trying to send entities even through the mirror. Trying to send entities through spell work. Moving shit in your house. Sending spirits your way. Paranormal activity around you. They hate that you win no matter what. And they want to be better at you than all costs. Like, they're so jealous. They're so full of envy. Okay? We've got routine spell work with this devil energy here. With this karmic that's an imposter. Could be trying to message you. They want you to put them on some kind of undeserved pedestal here. Routine spell work with constant hints. They're obsessed with hexing you. Blocks and misfortune. Paying big bucks to take you down. With these constant hits. They're relentless. They will not stop. We've got ego juju. Hyping your ego just to keep you. And that's what's going on the girl's bubble. Above the guy's bubble, it says you feed my ego. They're self-absorbed, feeding and hyping up the ego. Self-centered as fuck. They're an egotistical bitch or a prick. And they've got legal issues. Legal issues, juju. In and out of court. Wanting people to sue you. Legal and illegal issues back to back. Making you commit illegal crimes, etc. Trying to escalate you. Doing candle magic and binding juju. Different colored candles using the wax of a candle. Carving names, symbols, sigils, etc. And the first card was the magic symbols. So they could be putting certain sigils and symbols on candles and stuff. They could be drawing sigils on mirrors as well. They could have even done that in your home before they walked out and left. Putting hair, oils, blood, etc. in and around a candle. Okay. Trying to bind you. Trying to silence you. They don't want you using your own magic. Stopping you from protecting yourself. Well, that's not happening because you're protected. Trying to stop your power. They're jealous of your power and your protection. They can't stand it. They don't want you to be in your power, and they've been trying to do things to stop that from occurring for you. Okay, they're trying to weaken you, which, you know, we're going to feel hits, but it's nowhere near to the level that they think it's going to be. When you're trusting your intuition, you're focusing on your soul growth, you're in the self-love energy, those are your true colors. They're not happy because it's not working. They're not happy because karma's hitting. You say goodbye and you're not messaging this person. There's no contact. You don't want anything to do with this person. You completely close the cycle with this karmic. And they can't stand it. A brief affair, brace for a sudden ending, short but sweet, it can't last. So this could have been someone, you know, that you were in a brief commitment with here. You know, this person's just polluted. They're drowning. You are going under and barely keeping things afloat. As for help, words or spells with this undetected spell work here. With all these secrets, with all these illusions. Dangling partial truths, needing answers, being very shifting in their energy, teasing. This earth element here, doing mirror magic. They're going to end up in the police station with their toxic lifestyles. Yeah. You weren't happy, you rejected this person, now they're not happy that you rejected them. So, the mirror, again, a secret past with a gold digger here. They're childish. Childish gold digger. Reflects your own issues, like attracts like. This is where this co-worker, hater with work is you said goodbye, you trusted your intuition, you weren't happy. Doing spell work over your car, over your work, over your job, wanting to destroy what you've built. If you've got something online with an online presence, the next row is where surveillance juju with the social media Karen and the platform police are. They're hating on all your content and they want to cancel you out. They're being very childish. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the term should be grow up or get out. So this person's very immature. Okay, this karmic here. They need to grow the fuck up. Canceling you out is not going to do anything to better their life. It's not going to help anything. This person is a gold digger. In it for what they can get. They're money hungry and they're self-serving. Okay? They've got a secret past. Skeletons in the closet. They're not telling the whole story. They're mechanical, going through the motions. They're checked out. It's just routine. This person's like, it's like, they're like a robot. I'm just hearing like no emotion. Like, they don't laugh when they're supposed to. Like they don't react to things in a healthy, normal way. It's like this entity is what is there. And they're just reckless with their sex and their love. All they do is seek revenge constantly. This person holds a grudge. They can't let it go. Anyone, like they want to be better at you that at any cost necessary. Okay? This person is a sneaky snake. They can't stand it. That they can't siphon your empathy from you. Going behind your back, being deceitful. This person is a swindler. Routine spell works with these roving eyes, keeping possibilities open. They're an obvious flirt and they're very disrespectful. They're always looking for the next best thing. Okay, they can't be content and happy with what they have. Giving you false hope. Tries to sell you a pipe dream. There's no substance. They're evasive. Being very distant, so far away physically and emotionally. See if you can rekindle the passion again. This person could have been trying to use sex to rekindle passion with you and it's just not going to work. Or they could be hoping that maybe you'd want it again and you don't want it again. You absolutely fucking do not. This person's toxic. It was a destructive relationship. They were very manipulative and they were gaslighting you. Okay? And you want anything else to do with this person? This person hurt you. This was painful. Having to deal with this person's energy. Let's see what they've got to say. I've been putting on a front. My life is not what it seems on the outside. Yeah. So it's just nothing but a show is all it is. Keep looking at your pics, not to mention the videos we made. Oh my God, I will never delete them. Oh. So this person could be siphoning your energy, looking at your pics, pleasing themselves to your photos or videos if you had any. Addictions clouded my vision. I'm trying to get my life together. I didn't feel I was on your level. You're a boss. I'm very insecure. This person feels threatened by you. Okay. They're childish. They need to grow up. They're a gold digger. They took advantage of you. They were just in it for what they can get. It was easier to lie than it was easier to lie than to tell you the truth. I wish I could take it all back. I didn't think you would walk away. Yeah, so you ran from this motherfucker. Like, you didn't just walk, you fucking ran, okay? And they didn't think that you were going to do this. They didn't think that you were going to reject them. They thought they would be the one to reject you. So since that happened, they started seeking revenge. Like, how dare you? I'm the one that's supposed to hurt you. This isn't over. You haven't heard the last of me. We have unfinished business. I'm starting to panic. It's been so long since I've seen you or heard your voice. Wow. Yeah. Yes, I was cheating. They sure as hell were. I tried to replace you, but it didn't work out because I'm madly in love with you. I was fighting it. I know this is divine. I pretend like I don't care, but it's quite the opposite. My feelings for you are a little bit obsessive. I fucked up. I don't know what to say to you or how to make this right. I look at my phone every day hoping I would see a message from you. I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. I was hiding my true feelings from you because I was scared of commitment and didn't want to lose my freedom. I ghosted you because it was getting too intense. I don't let people in my life easily because I have trust issues. Karmic partner interference with this third-party situation. Stalker alert. I check up on you often. This person is driving around your community, stalking the fuck out of you. They've got surveillance out here multiple times. They are watching. They want to see if the magic's working. They're watching. They want to see what in the hell is going on. They can't stand not knowing what you're doing. They can't stand not having that control. Yeah, and separation here. You keep this person out of your energy and they're not happy about it. Well, they can get over it. They could be longing for you. There's serious silence here. You could have separated from this person after they had some kind of brief affair with someone and cheated. And because of their sex addiction here. You moved on, you let go, they're loving you, and you're protected from this energy. Your guides are keeping this person away from you. Wow. Yeah, they could try and call you. They feel ashamed. They're humiliated about their appearance. They're a whole ass clown out here. They're drowning. They thought that you wouldn't know that they were doing this spell work against you, but you definitely freaking knew that they were doing this. They could try and call you, say, I want you to unblock me. I want to hear your voice. No. Keep them blocked. Don't go back to the past. The past is the past for a reason. You cannot go back to the past. If you go back to the past, you're going to have to repeat this karma all over again. And it's going to be even worse the next time because you didn't learn the lesson. Okay, so walk away from this karmic tie with this karmic person here. Call judgment and then get into alignment so that these miracles can come in for you. Okay, they're playing a game of chess. And they're not going to win. Yeah, unsatisfied with something that's going on in the justice system here because I got to go to fucking jail. They gave you the bare minimum. There was no reciprocation, no reciprocity, losing interest. It's like squirrel, 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 sex, sex, sex. Where can I get my next nut? You know, fuck off. Justice here. They've got a legal matter going on. Legal papers, there's a court visit. They're very childish. This is where the surveillance and the addictions with the social media Karen is. With this ice queen or ice king that have been trying to create major endings in your life. They've got serious endings coming in for their life. They could have a literal mental breakdown. Not going to be able to handle this karma. This could have been a fallen twin here that was doing this. Okay. Yeah. Secret past, and clarifying the secret past here. The skeleton's in the closet, not telling the whole story. Their skeleton is coming. The skeleton's walking out of the closet on the picture. He's walking straight out the closet. But these secrets, they're being exposed. They were hiding the truth. They're being judged. This entity with these contact me spells. Okay, they're triggered. They're triggered because they're under judgment and divine intervention came in. Childhood wounds need to be healed. Having flashbacks. They're ready to explode. Somebody got caught in the act. They're just mechanical. They're just like going through the motions. It's like, I just heard, I'm a real boy, but they're not. I don't know. I'm hearing Pinocchio. They're a liar. Okay. The sneaky snake is in this ravenous energy. It's an insatiable, uncontrollable desire. A hunger for pleasure that they absolutely must have. They were going behind your back. They were very deceitful and they're a swindler. They're obsessed with you and they're full of animosity. These roving eyes, searching online. This devil that's an imposter here, sending messages, thinking of you, creeping, profile creeping, the blocked contact, profile searching. We've got trash on the bottom. Screenshots, proof, throwing out memories, letting go too much. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like having any, you put this sneaky snake in the damn trash can, okay? A fake profile, they have a fake profile. They're creeping, plotting on social media, hiding themselves and plotting on social media. They could have been catfishing you, even for some of you, okay, with this karmic partner interference. And then sneaking around, talking to other people online because they can't control their desires. And creating all kinds of Seven of Cups illusions here. But you're in this High Priestess energy. You could see straight through this person's shit. You were probably calling this person out on what they were doing, and they were gaslighting you, making you doubt your intuition, okay, to where you were so confused you didn't even know what the hell was going on by the time this person walked out of your life, okay? It took a minute. And then you started seeing really, really clearly what was happening here. You started trusting your intuition. You started understanding this person was playing mind games with you. That you could have caught them in the act, doing something. You could have, this person could have been messaging someone else. You could have read the messages. You could have found them. This person's definitely a narcissist, okay? They gave you false hope, empty promises. This dream had no substance. They were just evasive. They were mechanical. They were so conniving and so deceitful and so sneaky. Teasing people when calling them, talking to them on the phone. Wow. Looking for the inside scoop here. A closer look, being nosy all up in your business. They can't stand not knowing what you're doing. So since you separated from this person, oh wow. Right here with this pollution, with the infection, with death, we've got caught a case. This person's caught something. Sexual infection, sexual disease, a rash, etc. They're out here talking shit. They're talking on the phone to people, talking shit. It's Earth sign here. Yeah, they've got some bad karma. They're not happy. They're unsatisfied that they've got really bad karma coming in, because karma is also in this row. Karma is clarified by bad karma. Running is clarified by running. This is where the justice system is. I'm telling you, they could even be trying to run from the law here. Could be trying to hide. Running away, I'm telling you, like they're trying to run away from what they've done here. They don't want to take accountability. Yeah, with the secret past and secrets, with this entity attached here, we've got bad habits with drugs, addictions, and toxicities. There's a lot of drug energy going on with this nightlife here. They're triggered. Striptease, gamble, taking a gamble and a risk on something. They're full of envy. They're resentful. They're competitive. They're discontent. Searching online. They're clout hungry. Says anything, does anything. They make up shit constantly. They're a pathological liar. They're extremely dramatic. Okay? It's just so much drama and chaos. Red lipstick stains. They're definitely cheating. They could have gotten someone pregnant. We got a pregnancy test. Or they could have had a pregnancy scare. You're out here fake flexing. They're acting like they're rich. They're showing off their money. Okay? It's bullshit. They're definitely hooked on these addictions and toxicities. Tantric sex. They're siphoning energy here. They could have married someone for money. You're just watching the shit go down. Enjoy the gossip. Using scarcity tactics to get people to help them. Acting like they don't have something so they could take from other people. They're falling apart. Something's falling into pieces here. This is an old ex. A clingy old ex that just won't fucking let go. This could be a fallen twin, fallen soulmate. You take it how it resonates, okay? But the inside, you found out the inside scoop with this cheater. Someone could have had a pregnancy test. This is where caught a case in pregnancy test land. Someone could have gone in, thought they were pregnant, found out that they contracted something. Out here talking shit, fake flexing. They've got bad karma because they're so hooked on these toxic addictions here, okay? Running from tantric sex with this person, you know this person was siphoning off of you, you don't have anything to do with them. Running away from someone that they could have married for money, or they could have had someone come in that married them for money. That you're watching shit go down with all these secrets that are coming out with these bad habits. They could use scarcity tactics for their nightlife, for all this energy, because they need help getting fucked up, is what I'm hearing. They're full of envy because your life's falling into pieces and now their life's falling apart. They put you in the Five of Pentacles, full of animosity towards you. This sneaky, ravenous snake here. And they didn't expect you to recover from this. This old clingy ex here, they're just clout hungry. And it's a dead relationship. Okay? Yeah. They ain't shit. They could have been expecting a new beginning with you, but it's not what's going to happen. This person, all they do is a drama starter and a cyber bully. So they're definitely affecting you online. You're being bullied online, okay, by this person, digging for dirt on you because this person is so insecure, okay. Stalker alert. I check up on you often. They threw you away like trash. Oh, but what I was talking in my phone, I don't have pictures of my exes at all in my phone. Like, I don't want them in there. I don't want their energy, like, because I'm on my phone a lot. I don't want their energy in my phone. I delete that shit. I don't want to look at them. I don't look at their freaking pictures. If they're out of my life, they're out of my life. They don't exist to me anymore. And that's exactly how it's going to be, and that's where it's going to stay. They're not going to be in my energy. Period. See what's going on in this energy here. Here's my stuff here. Furious with rage came off just as I picked that up, and I saw it as I was shuffling. So they're very angry. They're furious and raged out, feeling intense anger, actively raging or violence. This person's just crazy and out of control. Okay? They're hostile. They're unfriendly. Have you noticed a change in your breathing pattern or an increase in heart rate? Is it hard to think clearly or make rational decisions when you are consumed by anger? Have you received feedback from others suggesting that your behavior or demeanor reflects extreme anger or fury? So this person, like, people may be telling this person, like, you need to pipe the fuck down. You are out of control. They're frustrated, okay, feeling it. Furious, rage, and frustration, and more anger. Foiled or disappointed, dissatisfied, agitated, and or discontent because you can't do or say what you want because they're fucking blocked and they're rejected and they're not happy about it. Have you noticed an increase in impatience or irritability when things don't go as planned? Do you feel a sense of being stuck or trapped in an undesirable situation or circumstance? Do you find yourself frequently expressing your frustration through verbal outbursts, sighs, or gestures? Okay, this person's frustrated because they're not getting their way, is what Spirit just said. We've got novel. Humor. A sense of having no precedent, a feeling that something is completely new. Do you find yourself seeking out new experiences or engaging in activities that challenge your usual routines? Are you feeling a heightened sense of enthusiasm or anticipation about the possibilities that lie ahead? Do you have a sense of wonder or awe when encountering something you've never seen or experienced before? Yeah, so this person's like always looking for the next best thing. It's like shiny, it's like cats like shiny objects. It's like shiny object syndrome. They're upset, okay? They're upset. Feeling angry, distressed, or unhappy. And not happy came out. They're definitely angry. They're hostile. They're full of animosity. They want to seek revenge. There's so many secrets out here. And they've been keeping it a secret that they've caught a case here. And they could have gotten someone pregnant when they cheated. And that's how all this came out. And then it had to be reported to the CDC. Are you experiencing feelings of sadness, disappointment, or emotional distress? Do you feel a sense of vulnerability or sensitivity where even small things can easily upset you? Do you find yourself frequently on the verge of tears or crying easily in response to various triggers? So they're upset because they've caught something here. They walked away from you, who was their divine counterpart here, and this person fell from grace. They did not hold up their end of what their promises were towards you. They were just going through the routine. They're mechanical. They don't want their secrets from their past coming out. Now they're drowning because they've caught a case. They're doing all this spell work because they're mad at you because they made the wrong choice. Make it fucking make sense. They need to get over it. They've done it to themselves. It's their karma, and they're not happy about this karma. We've got body scan, okay? Picture them without judging. I don't know. Someone could have had to even like literally have their body scan. Or you could just be standing there looking a motherfucker up and down like, what? Reading that body language. Reading between the lines with your intuition. Looking at their eyes. Looking at their body language. Smirky freaking smiles that come out their face whenever they're hurting you. Because they enjoy it. Fucking crazy bastards. Pause. Pausing. Taking a pause for something here. Allow the feeling to grow. Pause for a moment and relish that feeling. Maybe you pause before you react, okay? Someone's very focused on you. They're watching you to see what the hell is going on, okay? Directing all one's efforts towards achieving a goal. They're very focused. They want to know if this magic is working. It's not. You find it easier to concentrate and stay on task without getting easily distracted. They're also trying to distract you because distracted just came out too. So they're trying to distract you. They don't want you focused. They don't want you working. They don't want you to be able to take care of yourself. They want you in the Five of Pentacles. They want you to struggle. But a miracle's coming in. And everything that they destroyed where your life fell apart, things are going to start falling into pieces for you, okay? Are you experiencing a heightened sense of clarity and purpose in your daily activities and goals? Do you find yourself prioritizing and organizing your tasks and responsibilities more efficiently? So you're pausing, you're focusing, you're seeing where there could be distractions, okay? Having a hard time concentrating on the present because your thoughts are elsewhere. Could be because they're in the past, okay? Don't get in the past. Get out of the past. You've got to process and feel it, of course. That's not what I'm saying. But don't dwell there, okay? Focus on your present moment so that you can manifest a better future for yourself. Are you having trouble focusing on what you're doing because your mind keeps wandering? Just feeling very distracted and overwhelmed in your thoughts. It helps to speak about it, say it out loud. It gets really muddled in your mind and then you can't process and you can't make sense of things. You can't organize your thoughts in order to, it feels like so overwhelming that you don't even know how to start tackling it. Do one at a time, okay? It's a process. It takes time. Do you feel like you're easily pulled away from what you're supposed to be doing? Are you feeling like you're not able to pay attention to important things like schoolwork or instructions or like what you do for your job? Being courageous, okay? Having a healthy sense of pride. A feeling of confidence, not afraid or easily intimidated, but without being incautious or inconsiderate. Do you often feel a willingness to face and confront your fears or challenges? And that's a good thing, okay? Are you experiencing a sense of bravery and the ability to take risk in pursuit of your goals? Do you find yourself frequently stepping outside of your comfort zone to explore new opportunities or experiences? You're so courageous and you're fearless, and they didn't expect this. They thought they were just going to come in and fuck you up with their intimidation and their bullshit, but that's not what worked. You're full of optimism, okay? Tackle problems head on rather than avoid them. Try believing that challenges are opportunities for growth and learning. Can you choose to see difficulties as temporary obstacles rather than as permanent, insurmountable problems? Practice feeling that your actions can influence events and bring about desired results. We're going to manifest your goals, okay? Let's pull a few from my handmade deck. Somebody don't want this being looked into. Investigating and researching. Someone doesn't want something being looked into here. Probably all these secrets coming out. Yeah, you're just innocent in all this mess. Somebody's just operating in distorted energy coming after you because they're freaking jealous. You need to stop. It's not a competition. We all have our own life path that we have to walk. It's not a competition. It's not a race. We'll get there when we get there. We've got a father. So we could have a father figure in the energy here. It could be your father that could have had somebody trying to do something to you here. Ohio could be significant. You have undeniable strength, okay? And you've got a healthy first house here. You're a truth seeker. Your first house is about yourself. It's about your personality, the physical body, new beginnings, current interest, how you do things, how you see things, and your current frame of mind. It's ruled by Mars and Aries. Okay. The birth dates, March 21st to April 19th, could be significant. An obsessive lover here with all these secrets. What else is going on in this energy? Well, they're definitely under surveillance, okay? And they're going to have a run-in with law enforcement because this police station's out here. This is good law enforcement that's not corrupt. They could even be surveillancing someone here, but surveillance is definitely going on. Someone could have had to go to the doctor here because they've caught a case. We've got a bartender. Someone could definitely be out partying with prescription pharmacy, so they could be mixing drugs and alcohol. They could have a prescription from the doctor because they caught a case. Could be abusing drugs. This karmic soulmate here. Something's going on with DHS. They could have had to go to the Department of Human Services to see the doctor. Yeah, we got a dark high priest here, and this high priest is the first card that came out over here. Wow. Someone's undercover, being followed by good law enforcement, so law enforcement's watching this person, okay? Somebody's got STDs. They live in darkness. Energetic blockages are being removed that this person was trying to do here. They were just trying to torture you with these entity attachments, and this entity ain't attaching, period. Your ex's lover could have been trying to torture you as well, and that did come out. Okay. Karmic's scared and panicking now. They were very condescending towards you. Out for revenge because you cut them off. Cruel and difficult to deal with and very condescending. They have they've contracted a contagious illness, and their mental state is not in a good standing right now. This infection is a contagious illness. They have the intent to cause harm. It's a past life karmic enemy that you will prevail. The legal team sees that they're purely evil. Okay. The ops are scared of you now. They're trying to go on the run. I just keep channeling this energy with somebody going on the run. God's revealing the truth about stolen wealth. This person could have stolen from you. Wanted you financially dependent on others. They could be stealing from you. If you've got something online, they could be stealing from you in that way. Making it hard to where it's hard to make your payments that are due, and want you financially dependent. They want you codependent. They're under surveillance with a wiretap here, so it keeps coming out. And they're hating on what you do for work. We've got a karmic masculine here. Connecticut could be significant. Well, whatever this is, it's going to rule in your favor. We've got a sheriff here. It could be coming to arrest somebody and take them to the police station. They're in ultimate ruin. A government official, employee, someone works for the sheriff's department. Anything else? We have Wunyo. It's in reverse. Wunyo represents joy. Okay, I just stopped on the revenge plot with a work affair. Okay, they're ruined. Do your protection rituals. called divine judgment. You're protected. Okay, they're ruined. We've got pain. This person's in hitman energy. Okay, Idaho could be significant. Wunyo represents sorrow. Well, in reverse, it represents sorrow, alienation, isolation, disconnection, and dissatisfaction. The letter W and earth signs again. Okay. Struggling to find your place. A sense of belonging and support seem elusive now. Confront and address the sources of sorrow or disconnection in your life. Achieving goals taking longer than expected. Put in extra effort. Reassess goals and alignment. Boasting, lack of confidence, or overcompensating. Feelings of loneliness. Okay. Deceit just came flying out. Grow the fuck up with this childish behavior. They're childish for sure, and they like to party their asses off. A best friend could have been involved with his co-worker hater. Kansas could be significant. Well, they're full of deceit. And you just operate with clear communication. And when they communicate, it's deceitful. Okay? They're blocked from coming towards you. You're protected. This person, whoever they got hooked up with, could want your ex to stop loving you. They're jealous. Somebody's passing away soon in this energy. They don't care who they destroy to get what they want. Ex wants to come back. They're full of envy. This person's a monster. But that's okay. God is protecting you. Protect your chakras. Okay. This was a painful betrayal. There's a betrayal in the workplace. Okay. They're full of envy. Broken heart. They broke your heart. This person is possessed. They could have done some kind of ritual in the woods and this entity possessed them. There, wow, the parasite that came out. This is the parasitic STD that I was talking about when that card came out. It's trichomonasis. I probably said that wrong, but it's a parasitic STD. They were abusive, doing rituals in the woods. They're definitely going to end up in earthly 3D court with the police station here. CPS could be involved. Out here giving sexual bribes to people. Someone could work in a grocery store, or something could happen when someone goes to the grocery store. This person is a pathological liar. And they play dumb, but they're a pathological liar. Yeah. They throw their weight around with intimidation and scare tactics, and that's exactly what I said that they were doing. They want you mentally and emotionally unstable so that their lies will hold up with all this mind games and deception, all this cheating and all this bullshit. Well, they celebrated too soon. A witch or a warlock here. You're defeating an ancient entity that's hunted you through many lifetimes. This level of deception used in this relationship is igniting harsh karma, and they can't handle this karma. They're not happy about it. Some of you could be in the spotlight receiving fame and recognition if you've got something going on to where you could be in the spotlight or in the public eye, and they're very jealous of that. They don't like it. They want to destroy it. They're trying to do everything possible to take it down. And injustice is going to be overturned. Somebody's got a court date. They've got a court date coming up before the judge. Hello, Your Honor. Okay. And they're disturbed because you're empowered. They're angry about it. Feeling confident and able to take on challenges. Do you often feel a strong sense of confidence and belief in your own abilities? Please do, yes. Are you experiencing a deep sense of autonomy and control over your own life choices and decisions? Do you feel a sense of empowerment when you support and uplift others, helping them realize their own potential? And you're this empowered, optimistic person here. This person's very negative, low vibrational, and toxic, and disturbed. They're angry, feeling extremely alarmed and shocked. Are you feeling a strong emotional reaction that lingers and affects your overall well-being or functioning? Have you noticed changes in your sleep patterns, appetite, or energy levels? Do you find yourself actively avoiding reminders or triggers of the disturbing event or situation? Yeah, you cut ties with this person and you have emotional intelligence. They do not. You have your freedom from this person. You stood up for yourself and you awakened to what the hell was going on. This person exhausted you. They were draining you because they've got these entities attached. You were just burnt out. They burdened you. You felt just empty inside. This person is empty inside. This thief they could be stealing from you. They could want you to have to file bankruptcy. Well, they could end up going into bankruptcy themselves. They know they fucked up. They could have robbed you. There's a theft here. Physical and emotional theft as well. Okay? But they know that they fucked up. Here's this fake apology that was coming out. And you already know the tea, that they were in a private relationship with other people. With this love triangle, it was toxic as hell. These third parties, multiple lovers and choices. There's so much drama. You're incompatible, arguing all the time. This person was stagnant. They were stuck in a rut. It was a dead end with this person. They need anger management. Okay, they've got rage. Yeah, you better check yourself. If this person's got some, make sure you check yourself. Or this person just needs to check their behavior. Girl fight. There's arguments, physical fighting, at war, and then competing, and then boom, here comes the love bombing coming in, kissing your ass, circling back around. Okay? They wanted you to feel hopeless. They wanted you depressed. So that, because when the love bombing and all the mind games start back again, when they hoover back in, it releases hormones that it becomes like an addictive drug-like cycle of like the highs and the lows, and it's hard to get out of that cyclic pattern, and it's hard to walk away from the abuse whenever it's like, well, they're doing better now, and it only lasts for so long. It's part of the game that they play. Okay, this person's played out. Okay, these players played themselves out. Screenshots, getting evidence, proof, and facts. So there's definitely screenshots that are going on here. This person's two-faced. They were living a double life. They stabbed you in the back and they were cheating. Okay. They're full of lust and greed, and they would do by any means necessary what it took to get that energy. They were inconsiderate. Okay. They could be looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info, could be screenshotting what you're doing. You're just ignoring this person because there's no facts here. They never have the facts. They make shit up, and all they do is lie constantly. Use caution with this impersonator. They're full of envy, okay? Use caution when you're driving. They want to be like you. They act like you. They dress like you. They try to look like you. They want to copy you. Everything about you. They want to be in your energy, and they can't. Fake smiles. This person's full of shit. It's karmic here. You've got your distance from these karmics. Keep your distance. Separated from this toxic ass energy here with a divorce, breaking the contract, breaking the soul contract with this obsessive lover that you were trapped with. They were dangerous, they're unhealthy, a possessive, crazy fucking karmic. They wanted you trapped, spreading all kinds of rumors, gossiping, slandering you, nosy as shit, and they're just out here putting on a show. That's what narcissists do. Well, you're unfazed that this person got a dirty offer. There could even be some kind of a recording here. Something's going to be announced, revealed, or expressed in some way. And they're shattered that you moved on when they kicked you to the curb and ran away and rejected you. You could have definitely got evidence of this person cheating on you. You could have, like, found the evidence. They got caught. And they were wolf in sheep's clothing, and you freaking knew that. Yep, here's investigating in the police station. This person is under investigation, okay? And you're unbothered that this person's holding a grudge against you. They just need to freaking stop. They're so childish. They were forceful in your energy. Forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want, and they laugh about it. They laugh when they're doing it. And they're a happiness hater. They don't want you happy with someone else. This person betrayed you. They were deceitful. They stabbed you in the back. They are not to be trusted. And you just went into your self-love energy. You're reflecting so that you can heal yourself. And you're just dusting it off. You don't give a shit about this hater. You don't care about this hater. You don't want anything to do with them. Alright. Roll the dice. We're going to close out. Taurus, double Scorpio, double Taurus, and Gemini. Scorpio, double Aries, Gemini, and Cancer. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra can be significant, okay? You guys just take the signs if they resonate. If not, that's okay. It could be your sign, could be someone's sign that you're dealing with. Flip the roles how they and reverse the roles how they fit, but don't force something to fit. If I said someone was masculine and it could be feminine, just flip that how it resonates with your energy. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for being here and for spending time with me and little sweet Edie Poo. We love you guys so much. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for me. I appreciate you guys so much. People are telling me in my comments that they haven't even been seeing me show up in their timeline feed for like over a month. My views are way down. I guess I'm dealing with a shadow ban again. I don't know, but if you guys could help me out by hitting that like button, sharing the video. Love your comments. I've been sitting and reading comments all morning. I appreciate you guys for viewing my comments, or for viewing my content. I appreciate all your sweet comments. I love you guys so much. Thank you, collective. Until next time, guys, take care and be safe out there.